The following broadcast is an interview courtesy of Western New England University's radio station WNEK The Voice. Enjoy. Hello, everyone. I am Garren Nordquist, and I'm here with
I'm Jake. Lavallee.
Jake Lavallee, and we are here
Yes.
broadcasting from the new WNEK The Voice studio.
This is the
out-
first
Center.
broadcast
Yes.
of 2025.
The first broadcast of 2025, the first broadcast of the new studio in the
Yes.
new building.
There's a lot of firsts right
A lot of
now.
firsts here. We're having a good time here, and we are joined here, the very special occasion, with the mighty American Amnesia,
Yes.
and we are here with Pat, Anthony, Devin,
Yes, sir.
and hey guys, how have we been doing? It's been a
Yes.
little while since we've seen each other.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we're
working.
chilling, working
Yeah,
on new
awesome.
material.
Oh,
got a
awesome.
whole string of
That's
shows
exciting.
coming up, so we've been hitting the grind hard.
Yeah, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Got first of all, Pat right here. What do you do in the band? What's your whole thing?
So I play guitar and I sing.
Let's do it. Anthony, what do you do?
Tambourine.
Tim.
Yeah, I play bass, and I do what I like to call singing, which is really just screaming into a microphone.
It's how it's done best. It's fun.
A lot of people consider that singing. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And Devin, what do you got for us?
I'm the drummer. Drummer extraordinaire.
a fellow
Awesome.
drummer.
Yes.
Yes.
Fellow drummer and drummer and producer off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Studio?
Work at a
Yeah.
studio. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, very much glad to hear it. Glad you guys are back.
Thank
For
you.
what's up?
Thank you so much. For
Oh,
having
yeah,
me, man.
yeah, of course,
thank
man.
you.
We're-
Yeah.
This is too much, dude. You guys. Like,
It's a lot. Yeah.
No,
No, we're
thank you so
super
much.
excited to have it. We've been
Yes.
looking forward to this forever. Me and Jake were here for
Yes.
days and days for the past week, setting all this up, getting this new
Yes.
space
Oh,
ready for
yeah.
you. But
Awesome.
yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to get right into it. That
Yes.
first thing. I'm getting into my own radio show voice, which
Yes.
is very fun.
I just use my normal voice. I don't think I have a radio show voice.
Oh, I have fun with it. But yeah. Starting off there, you heard "The Prodigal Son" by American Amnesia, which is the first song we will have by them on here tonight. And first thing, one real question. We have quite a few questions for you. But first thing, how did you guys start learning to play and write music? We can go down the line, however communally we want to. But
Sure.
what do you guys got?
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, cool.
So I started out on guitar. I didn't start singing till later. And my dad is a really, really good guitar player.
Mm.
And he taught me basically everything I know. And in the beginning for me, it was about blues. I just wanted to
Yeah.
play blues guitar. That was
Mhm.
I was really into Elmore James and
Right.
Jimmy Page and
Right.
Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix, that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
you know. Played slide and stuff.
Yes.
And then slowly just got heavier,
Got heavier and heavier.
and heavier, and then I started singing. Once I originally didn't sing in Amnesia, but then over time, I became the singer, and yeah, just kind of developed from there, more or less.
Yeah, awesome. What I thought of this while you were talking. What style did your dad play on guitar?
He's
Like in your influences and hearing that.
in my influences or in my dad's influences.
Either way, from him teaching you.
Okay,
That
yeah,
type
from
of thing?
him I get definitely all the old school. I learned I grew up. He was always playing Led Zeppelin.
Right.
Pretty sure that's what he would say would be his favorite band. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. He's into King Crimson.
Oh
and-
yeah, that's a
yeah,
deeper
all the-
cut.
I
Yeah.
hear
Prague.
Pink Floyd, and I'm just
Yeah.
really happy.
Yeah, that's
and
Jake's thing.
Rush. You know, all the
Yeah. Oh
prog
yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
So I got a lot of just hearing that from him, you know, and he was really excited when I started playing because I started playing. I was about 13, I believe, and he was about the same age, and he was just excited because then he's like, "Oh, I can, you know, teach you
Yeah.
how to play guitar more or less." So I got free lessons, so that
Oh,
was really
that's
nice.
nice. Those
That's
are
great.
expensive.
Yeah.
That's nice that you got those.
Yep.
But, yeah, glad to hear it. Glad it brought you here. And from what I've learned of your guys' stuff so far, it's pretty fun. I'll say that you've got good riffs. I'll say that.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much, man.
Very good riff, very
Appreciate
groovy.
that.
They're so fun to play.
Thank you.
And moving over to Anthony, what about you? How'd you start playing, writing music? How'd that come along?
Well, I mean, it all starts with Black Sabbath.
Oh, as
Yeah.
it always
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, I remember hearing War Pigs when I was 5, and I was hooked ever since. You know, Sabbath's what started it all for me on this journey of metal, as it were. I remember hearing Master Puppets. Yeah, I went over to my friend's house in like 2nd grade, and he put it on, and I was just blown away. I never heard anything like it. So from an early age, yeah, I was deep into metal, and that's all I ever listened to growing up. But obviously, growing up too, my mom had a broad musical taste, so we would listen anything from like, you know, old school stuff from the 80s or like reggae, you know, anything. So I definitely had a big musical palette, as it were, growing up. But playing instruments came later, actually. I did a little bit of guitar when I was in elementary school. They had like this guitar club thing, and
Wow.
I'm thinking, yeah, guitar. I want to learn how to shred and play these heavy riffs.
Yep.
And my ma signs me up, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna play acoustic."
Dude, that's
Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean.
Acoustic? What do you? Yeah, I'm like,
do you
I want to
mean,
play
man?
electric. Why?
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, acoustic's easier."
No, it's not.
I'm like,
Like-
yeah. When did you become the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
expert? Yeah, sorry, ma, but yeah,
Sorry,
I remember being real pissed over
Hey,
that.
Mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
that didn't go anywhere. I remember we had like this little project where we had to pick a song, and I picked
Yeah.
"Children of the Grave"
Oh,
on an acoustic guitar.
On an acoustic
I didn't
guitar.
practice it. It didn't. It
Yeah.
didn't go well. So
No.
so that didn't work out. So I was a failed guitar player. Naturally, I
Mhm.
went to bass. No, but that that definitely came later in life.
Yeah.
It was in college, actually.
Wow. Okay.
I just kind of all of a sudden, like I said, Black Sabbath, Geezer Butler's a huge influence for me, and then Metallica, Cliff Burton. You know,
He's
obviously.
iconic. Yeah.
100%. So yeah, I remember just being in college and just like, yeah, I just want to start playing bass. And fortunately, my friend at the time had a bass, so they were like, yeah, I'm just gonna grab it over break and bring it. And I remember it was this like really cheap, like $100 bass. I was
Oh,
cutting
yeah.
myself on the frets trying to learn. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
buzzing all over the place,
It's
but I had a blast.
part of the inaugural experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. I was taking anything I could get.
Yeah.
So I would just basically learn off of records, you know. I
Yeah,
would
that's
just
awesome.
put on like Sabbath and figure out the riffs. Or I did a lot of Rage Against the Machine early on too,
Yes.
because I was
Yeah,
into
yeah.
them at the time as well. And yeah, I mean, I never really had any formal training or anything like that. I was always self-taught, you know. So I'll just pick things up by ear and just try my best like that. And that's how it always worked, you
Yeah.
know, joining bands. My first band, Arcadia Forsaken, and now being in Amnesia.
Yep.
Usually we'll just either jam something and I'll just come up with a riff just based on what Pat's given me, or even sometimes what Devin's given me with a drum groove.
Yeah.
Or yeah, somebody will just have something prepared and they'll show me it and I'll just be like, okay, this is it. So, but definitely being in a band gets your chops up a lot.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I remember
Mhm.
since
That's good.
starting being in bands, like my playing just went up that much more, because now you have to not only play but adapt and be on the fly
Yes.
with it, and it definitely increases your skill, as it were. So
good.
that's where the song.
That's definitely good to know. Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
very good to know personally for me. And I did want to comment on the acoustic guitar bit. That's exactly how I started too. I've been playing for about 6.5, 7 years, for 7 years now. And I remember I was like, oh, I want to play rock, metal, I was really big into Zeppelin, Hendrix at the time.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh yeah, I'll get one off of Amazon for all that. I had to beg my mom to get me like a $60 one off of Amazon. And I play left-handed too, so that's also a nightmare, especially for shopping for instruments.
Mhm.
But she would only break down if I agreed to get an acoustic. And of course, because it's like the electric, oh, that sounds metal, that's harsh, that's loud. It's like, okay, we'll get an acoustic. You can go learn "Hey There, Delilah" a few times. Like that was a big one. But
I like how you brought that up because
Yeah.
we were looking at that yesterday on your
What?
Spotify. The Hey There.
oh yeah,
Delilah.
we were going through my liked
Yeah.
songs, and "Hey There, Delilah" popped up. I was like, whoa, that's a weird cut right after Cannibal Corpse.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But,
it's good that you mentioned that. Actually, I think that's part of it with the acoustic. You know,
Yeah.
your parents just want you to play the oldies. You know, they don't want you getting electric and
No.
and start playing all these heavy Satan riffs. Nah,
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
it's
yeah.
way
Satan.
different times, but yeah, you know that's a good thing that you
Yeah.
mentioned that. 'Cause that's probably what it is. My mom just probably wanted me to
Yeah.
just chill out and play some classic rock. You know. So
Yeah.
it makes sense
Yeah.
that they want us to do.
Yeah, it's such a
starting
pipe.
out.
Yeah, it's such a pipeline. Like I started with acoustic, of course, then moved to electric. I have my 7-string now,
Nice.
so that's like what I've wanted for years and years, and it's all really come full circle now. But really glad to hear about that. That's awesome how it came to be. And Devin, how about you?
Well, what can I say? I started 8 years old, got my first drum set, couple lessons, but a lot of time spent in, your bedroom with the door closed, no one home, just got my headphones on, playing my favorite songs, just practicing up. And then, eventually I have a twin brother. He was like, I'll play bass, and I had a buddy, I'll play guitar. So that became a band for a long time. But, after that, found Pat, and Pat's just this epic shredder. We were more of like a jazz blues band. Yeah, no, you drop the tuning, you change the dynamic of your instrument, and it's like, wow, for drums, here I am just with the opportunity to be more like Primus or more like these bands that are just heavy and they got the power. So it's been a long road, but it's worth it. It's always worth it.
I have a drummer specific question, but like switching genres for you, because you said you were like more blues, right? Switching genres, how was that as like a drummer? Like switching like tempo and like
It took a little
stuff like-
bit.
Yeah, I mean, they saw it. They definitely were part of that transition, buying more gear, creating the backbone for the riffs and for like the rest of the music. It's a beautiful challenge, especially if you love metal and you love rock and you want to push the agendas. I mean, here you are, and it's like you've been in the same room, but you're just looking at a different part of the room, and these dudes are doing crazy stuff. So I gotta, back that with the drum line. So you probably feel the same way. Like you can really change what a song is based on the drums. So.
Yeah, I've been like recently, like I've been playing like 7 years now, I think. Classic rock was my main thing, Pink Floyd, stuff like that. And now being with Garren and Garren's band.
It's our band.
Our band.
It's our band.
Being in our band,
Emberglow.
trying to, like, I have to now adjust from, like, more classic rock or kind of psychedelic rock to metal. It's kind of close, but, like, also I got to kind of pick up the speed a little bit, so.
Yeah, you have a lot that you're, it's hard to find it sometimes, but when you deliver, it really just makes it a metal scene. So I'm excited to hear you guys. It's really
absolutely. We have some fun stuff.
We are also excited to hear.
We're very excited to hear it too.
Is this going to be your first show?
This is gonna be our first show.
Yes.
Cool. That's going to be awesome.
Yes, for those who I haven't preached about it yet to, us and American Amnesia is headlining a show out in East Hampton in a few weeks
Yes.
at a City Space on February 7th at when are doors 6 or 7?
Doors are
that's not
at
weird.
6.
Doors are at 6, so show at 7 most likely.
Yep.
And it was going to be American Amnesia headlining with GDI off the top of my head. Yes, GDI, which is also a local band around here, and Miracle Blood.
Yep.
Have you talked to those guys before? Have you played with them before? How are they?
We actually have not played with them before. No, this will be our first time. I believe they're from Boston.
Oh, that's good to know.
Area. Yeah.
Yeah, that's around me, so that's good to know.
Yep.
All right. And and lastly on the bills, Emberglow, which is Jake and I's band, which we're starting up, which I'm very excited about.
We also have the other member of Emberglow in the
Yes,
in the
the
studio.
other
right
member of Emberglow. You're still in it.
Still.
You're still in
That's
it.
3 months of Emberglow. Don't worry about it.
Three months of the Emberglow having almost a full lineup.
For the people actually watching
Yes.
after, if you like Emberglow
Yes.
logo on the back of the
Yep.
clipboard.
Yep.
For the social media.
Emberglow.
Was it?
Listen to Emberglow.
Yes, we will.
We
I'm
have
very much
nothing-
hoping once long story short, laptop once that's fixed. Fingers
That
crossed.
laptop is.
That's gonna be the death of me, bane of my existence. But once that's fixed, I can actually finish up writing, producing, recording hopefully I want that to be out by sometime this year.
Yeah.
Which I'm more than excited about. Being able to play live and release music on my own has been such a dream for so long.
Yeah, man.
And even just playing live with other musicians. I'm an only child, and
I am too.
and
Yeah, me too.
so yeah, you definitely
We
definitely
relate.
what's up?
We relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you definitely know the feeling of like only being able to play your like instruments alone by yourself, and only having like very limited time to play with other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's always how I've grown up. I've been playing 6-7 years of guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe had a few jam sessions
Yeah.
that entire time.
When I was in like high school, that was like the story of my life, man. Like I literally,
Yeah.
I stayed in my room and all I did was play guitar. And like
Yeah.
I didn't really, I hung out with people like here and there, you know,
Yeah.
but like I didn't really do very much other than just
Yeah.
play guitar. Literally just turn my speakers up,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and then I would just play. I would just play for like hours, dude.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
No, it's what you love doing. It's what we find fun.
Yeah,
Right.
but having a band like that's for me, like, and I'm sure for you as
Oh,
well. That's like
absolutely.
the dream come
Yes,
true.
absolutely.
Because you always like that's what your heroes that you listen to. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you just and for me it was always like seeing people on stage, like the interplay between them, like the
Yes.
chemistry that they
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Like I always, you know, and God bless, dude. Like I feel like
Mhm.
we've got that.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
speaking of chemistry, yeah, I remember when joining with these guys, I felt it right away.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
our
that's
first jam.
Just feels natural.
that was it.
That makes
It
sense.
definitely
Yeah.
felt natural.
That's
Just the
very
first
awesome.
jam
That's
we
great.
ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrapping this a little bit up, I want to just thank you guys for bringing us on with the show.
Oh, of
As I
course.
said, it's like a dream for me to start playing live,
Of
especially with musicians that I know, and you guys are such awesome people. It's
Thank
great to jam along, and I want to pass it off to Jake after this just for another question, just to keep this moving.
Yeah. So other question is, of course, our other experience with you guys was at KMF, our Kodiak Music Festival, which is
Yes.
our spring event, kind of like bringing local bands and stuff. What was it like to kind of perform at an event like KMF? Like kind of, I don't know how to word it, but like kind of like not just just a concert, but like something like with music included, like that.
Last year was really cool, man. Last year was, I mean, the first year that we played as well, but that was
Right.
like our introduction, and then
Yes.
you guys remembered us, and just seeing you guys come back and like singing the lyrics to
Oh,
us,
yeah.
like everyone knew, like everyone was singing to like Will to Power, like knew
Oh,
like
yeah.
all the words,
Yeah,
and I was like,
most of us that were right up there. I think it was me and a few other people. We were all freshmen at the time, so that was our first time seeing you guys.
oh yeah,
I was
Yeah.
actually there because I was
You were
a
there for the
sophomore.
first one. Yeah.
Not for the.
Yeah, Nate was here.
Yeah.
Gabe was here.
I was here
Yeah.
for the first.
Gabe was
one.
here.
Yep.
And yeah, it was just really great coming up to see you guys. How was that? I also do want to branch off on this question because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
also
yeah.
works. Yeah, what was it like to perform at Kodiak Music Festival, or have you had any other events like that?
No, I mean, not that I know. It was definitely my first show at college, festival like that. But yeah, like Pat was saying, it's a little surreal in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're at the local level. We're not like super
Mhm.
national band or anything. But yeah,
Big
just to
things
see,
coming.
Yeah, just to see like. I mean, for lack of a better word, fans. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys are like our biggest fans, and we love that. We thank you guys so much. We're grateful that you guys enjoy our stuff, and it was really just a great experience to see people out there receiving the music and just that feedback loop that happens playing
yeah.
off of each other. And yeah, it was a great time. I'm definitely excited for the next one.
Oh, absolutely. That kind of answers the next question that I had. How is it like? Because I know, talking to Pat especially, we've had since you've come for the second KMF last year,
Mhm.
or the second KMF that you have played at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had, especially here at WNEK, we've you guys are our favorite band. Like
Yeah.
communally, as a club and a station, you guys are our favorite band.
We're glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
thank
man.
you. And,
Blessed.
We're honored.
I'm glad. But I wanted to ask, what's it like having, or what was it like in having received a little, like, bigger bit of your fan base and having it expand in such like a college setting like this?
I mean, it's like a dream come true.
Yeah,
you
I know it's in like a really like odd phrase question.
Yeah.
No, I know. I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Because our before Devin and Anthony were in the band, American Amnesia was like, we were the band that would play in the winter because that was when we could get gigs.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
all the bigger bands, they play in the summer.
They got
get
the nice times of day,
Yeah.
and the nice weather. Yeah,
and especially because most of us were underage back then, and so I didn't go to college
Right.
at all. So I never was in those circles or
Right, yes,
anything.
yeah.
And I'm from Torrington. Me and Devin are both from like the northwest part of Connecticut. It's like in the woods. Like there's not a lot up there. You know,
Yeah.
Torrington's the biggest city around, and
Right.
there's like 40,000 people or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
pretty small. So to have, you know, to finally break into somewhere where there are more people, and
Yes.
especially like younger people that are more willing to come to your shows and stuff, that's like the dream as a musician, you know, because
Yes, yeah.
compared to playing, you know, bars that are just in the middle of nowhere and there's like 2 people in the bar and then they're drunk at the end of the night.
Yeah,
And
it's like the
Yeah.
dreaded 1 a.m. set
Yeah.
where everybody's just in the back with their arms crossed.
I did a lot of that.
Yeah.
Lot, like from like 17 to
Wow,
like
okay. Wow, you started gigging early.
yeah. Well,
Wow.
I would gig with my dad and we would play
Oh,
bars.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then as time moved on, you know, American Amnesia, our own band, we started gigging. And yeah, we would just play like everywhere that we could, which wasn't a whole lot of places because most places are like, well, you guys aren't even 21,
Yeah.
so you can't even get in, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
So this is more of like a dream come true. Like, oh, this is, you know.
Yeah, very much. I'm glad to hear it. We have been raving about you guys ever since you've came for the first time.
Yeah.
Even before I had met you guys personally, back for the second KMF. I
Yeah.
remember the rest of these guys talking about you guys, being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we want to bring these guys back," and it was just a super fun group.
Cool.
And
Thank
came
you guys
back.
so much.
Of course,
Yeah. It was,
I do want to end this section off before we kick back into some music, and I want to share a little story. I remember when we were starting to choose the bands for KMF last year.
Yep.
We were in the old studio, which I don't think you guys had ever seen. I don't think so.
No, I
No.
don't think we did.
Well, this one's much nicer, much better.
Okay.
But
Take your word for it.
you're not missing much
You're
by
not missing
not
much.
seeing the
Okay.
old studio.
Yeah, the soundproofing left a lot to be desired
Okay.
on that one. As long as you didn't hit it too hard and don't breathe too hard, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
Not the
Yeah, you
basic
never wanna
human
hit it too hard,
Not
yeah.
the basic human function of breathing in
Yeah.
the studio, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're much better here.
yes, but
That's good.
I wanted to talk about a little funny thing when you were choosing the bands. I remember it was Rob who's behind the camera. He's doing all of our social media stuff back there, taking pictures for us.
Mm.
Yeah.
The man, the myth.
And I remember you guys were in the studio listening to a ton of the bands, like trying to sift through and choose who you were going to choose.
Yeah.
And I remember I was across the hall sorting a ton of CDs.
Yep.
For reference, also, reference back to the show that we're playing soon,
Yes.
February 7th. WNEK is sponsoring that, like quote-unquote sponsoring it, and bringing all of our CDs, doing a CD sale. So if you want to come for the CD sale, come for some live music, it'll be great.
Yeah, you guys have a big collection of CDs,
Oh, yeah.
by the way.
Come for American Amnesia. Come for Emberglow.
I'm going for the CDs. They're $1.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
a
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy
Yeah.
loves
I know
a
you
steal.
bought a ton last time, right?
Both these
Oh, yeah.
guys love CDs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I
a streamer myself.
I agree with the physical media. I'm
So
a
do I.
physical media person.
Yes.
As a consumer of music, I like physical media, but as a broadcaster, I'm more for streams.
Right, right.
It's
No,
easier
even
to get
for
your,
broadcaster,
makes
I'm
sense.
physical media.
Yeah. No,
Like-
these guys are trading CDs back and forth
Oh,
like
yeah.
constant.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
how
all
we
the way.
discovered
I'm all the way
sound.
back to
Yeah.
like. I'm all the way back to like vinyl and cassettes.
Oh, I
I'm
love
like,
vinyl, yeah.
Like, I just bought like off of Amazon like a Walkman for like $20.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
But yeah, I remember I was in the back room sorting CDs before the show.
Yep.
And Rob, I think it was Rob, Gabe, and Nate who were back there listening to the different bands, they were listening to Will to Power.
Cool.
And I remember Rob pausing the music. I heard it like in the background. I wasn't paying too much attention. And then Rob just yells from the back, "Hey, Garren, can you come mosh to this real quick?"
Nice.
It's like,
That's great.
It's like, "Hey, can you mosh to this?" And I'm like, without a doubt, I'm like, "Yeah," not even listening. I'm like, "Yeah, hold on. What does it even sound like?"
I got you, bro.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
But I ended up coming back into the room like, okay, hold on, I gotta figure this out. And wow, yeah, I remember hearing Will to Power, just the intro riff. That
cool, man.
That's a riff that makes you want to throw hands.
Cool.
Nice.
Thanks,
In the
man.
best
That
way,
is the
in
goal.
the most
That's
Yes,
always
that's
the goal.
flattering way possible. That riff makes you want to throw hands.
I'm really
That's-
glad to hear that.
Yeah, that's the
man.
best compliment we've ever received.
We want people to be violent to our music.
Yeah.
more violence.
We do not condone any violence here,
No,
but
no,
if
no,
you want to
we're-
have fun in the mosh pit, go ahead.
Yeah.
What's up?
Unsolicited.
Yeah. Yes. I'm very glad about that. It's having a fun time. I remember being introduced to you guys. It was such a fun thing, and I remember looking forward to KMF, meeting you guys, and it's been so much further since.
No, thank you so much, dude. You've always just been like so like loving. Well, all you guys have been so loving to us, man. So we're just glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm
you
glad
know?
we're glad to support the local scene, and of course, like me, Jake, Gabe's in Gollum. Gabe plays bass in Gollum, which you guys have played a
Yep.
show with before.
Yes.
And we just want to build the local scene. I love all the local music, support local bands, always the quote.
Yes, support.
But very happy about that. And after this little talking bit, I do want to go into quick music break
yes.
and going into one of the lead singles off of your debut EP, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Debut EP. This is Deuce Pater, correct? Is that how you say that?
Deuce Pater.
Deuce Pater. And this is Deuce Pater.
Deuce
Deuce
Pater.
Yeah,
Deuce
Pat
Pater.
is really specific
we
about
could just have
his.
Pat introduce
names,
the
yeah.
song.
Yeah. Yep.
This song is called Deuce Pater.
Enjoy.
seals falls ground. You learn the streets command, or they'll cut you down. No friends, no one to trust, overcome by greed and lust. You took my heart of gold, and then you cut it down. Yeah.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. For a little refresher, I'm Garren, and here's Jake.
Yes, hello.
We are hosting the first interview that Western New England University's own radio station, WNEK The Voice, has ever had. And we are joined very happily and very graciously by the band American Amnesia. And just want to say hi for you guys real quick. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
bing
cool.
bong.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a
Bing
little
bong.
cold in here.
Yeah.
Just put some layers on.
Nice. Yeah, it's a little chilly in
Yeah.
here. We got to figure out the air in here. It's been a nightmare ever since. Once we get everything in the new studio, we'll be
Yeah.
finally settled and hopefully warm.
It's metal, dude.
Why do you think Norway has so many bands,
Yeah,
man?
exactly. It's the cold. It brings it out of you.
Yeah.
Blast beats keep you warm.
Yeah. They do. Keep you warmed and warmed up.
Yep.
But yeah, want to jump back into it for those just tuning in. Yeah, we're WNK The Voice, coming back with our interview, and that's what you have been listening to and
Yeah.
have been hopefully enjoying so far. And all the music you've been listening to is courtesy of American Amnesia here we have in the studio. And I want to pass this off to Jake for some more questions. Nope, wait. I'm sorry. Before I want to introduce the music. That was...
Deuce Pater.
Thank you. And hard man amongst weak men?
A hard man amongst weak men.
Okay.
Emphasis on hard.
Emphasis on hard.
A hard man amongst weak men. Cool.
Okay. So here's the first question back.
Yes.
So we hear, obviously, WNEK. You are our collective favorite bands. Like the club's collective favorite band is American Amnesia.
That's really cool.
We love all your songs. So we were wondering if you can answer this. Are you working on a full-length album of songs?
Before you answer that, Pat, no, our agent told us to not reveal them.
My legal
have a
team,
non-disclosure
my legal team has advised me not to answer this question at
I
this
already
time.
signed an NDA. I'm sorry. Yes, we are working on new material.
Okay.
The long way of just saying one word.
Yeah.
There's work in progress.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay,
yes.
that's great. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
We have songs. That's
Yes.
what we'll say. We
Yes.
have songs. How many will we put out? That's TBA.
That's
Yeah,
that's
we-
kind of where
we-
we're at right now. Yeah.
We definitely have like a laundry list. We have some songs that we were working on like when Dev and I first joined the band.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
from before we even dropped Hard Man or the self-titled EP. So we definitely have a bit of a back catalog and we're working on a lot of new ones. We are finding that I don't want to say we're still trying to find our sound. I think we've definitely kind of found where we belong.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But we are naturally noticing that some songs we do lean more on the heavier, should I say, like hardcore sign of things. And we also do have more of the the ballady things. You know, Pat's real good at writing those real ballad kind of riffs, and he's got his beautiful sultry voice.
I'm
And
a sensitive boy.
yeah, he sings
That's
me
good lyrics,
lullabies
man.
every night.
I do. Every night he calls me, 9 o'clock sharp.
Can't sleep, babe.
How the band should be.
Just imagining
Tight-
it's on like a
tight-knit group.
schedule on the wall.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like clockwork every night.
Set your alarm by it.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome. But I did want a follow-up question for that bit. Don't want to keep yapping for too long. But you kind of had brought it up here and there. How did the current lineup of American Amnesia come to be?
Okay.
Following into the next question. after
You want to take this, Pat?
That's
Yeah,
probably
this is a Pat
one that I
question.
should
Yeah,
answer,
yeah.
Although
Like when
Devin's been real quiet.
We all
you can
have our
chime in
version of
whenever you want,
events.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike's open.
I can second Pat on any notion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
yeah. You speak.
Take
You
this
speak
one.
the truth, Pat.
So, I have known Devin for a while. We would cross paths with Yankee Blues at the Nolke.
I'm assuming that's a venue.
Yes, in Torrington. So
Right.
I knew Devin basically through like the local Torrington
Yes.
music scene. Knew that he was a killer drummer, and when we needed a drummer, he was literally the first and only person that I thought of, because I was
Yep.
like, I don't really think there's anybody else that could actually play this type of music.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's how that went down. So at one point it was just me and Devin that were in the band, and we were practicing together for about a month or so, and then I knew you through Arcadia Forsaken.
Yeah, that's my first band. Yeah.
Right. And we played a couple shows together, and basically we're like, yeah, we're looking for a bass player, and he joined the band that way. So it came together more or less from just like knowing bands, basically.
Yeah,
which
that's awesome, man. That's how it really should be.
I think that's how most bands find other musicians is
Yeah,
just through other bands, and through playing shows and knowing people in the scene. Because it's kind of like with I don't know, like with a job, like you lose one job and then you're like, oh well, I know this place and like this guy can get me an into here. Same thing more or less. So
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Great. That's a great story to like personally build on and see how we can make that work. Yeah.
yeah, and it was pretty crazy because like it was just off the cuff. Like there was
Yeah.
no planning. It was like, oh well, we need a drummer, we need a bass player. These are the people that are around. So like the universe gives you what you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And so our next question we have here, I was wondering. This is like just personal.
Yeah.
I wanted to see.
I also do want to
I
know
wanted
this.
to see if so. This question: is there a meaning behind the name American Amnesia?
Okay.
This is a Pat question. Okay. Yeah.
That's a fact question.
This is a fat question.
There is, but it's way dumber than you think.
Okay. That's oh boy.
So
I'm
the
intrigued.
the original name, what it started with, was Blue Lithium,
That's kind of hard. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. To you.
and
Kinda
that
hard.
name, I came up with that name in science class because I was looking at the periodic table, and my favorite color is blue. So I was like blue, and then I was looking, and I was like, blue uranium? Nah, that's. And then I was like blue lithium. I'm being
That
so
sounds
serious.
cool.
I'm
Yeah.
being so serious. That was the first name.
I'm just imagining like favorite color. It's like a name generator. Favorite color. Favorite color. Periodic table.
Yep.
No, it's the street you grew up on and your first pet's name.
Parkway Drive.
Low key. I mean, I don't know.
That didn't work. That didn't work. Forget I said
I
that.
love Parkway Drive though.
But yeah, so that was the first name. You're the first person to say that that's a good name because everyone else has said
Okay.
it's a terrible name.
Even coming up with Emberglow, I got that from. Do you know the band Invent Animate?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
Those
Yeah,
guys are great.
I love them. They're one of my favorite bands right now, and they have a song named that. And I love being able
Okay.
to like pick different influences from here.
Yeah.
Because I remember we went through 3 or 4 names.
Yeah.
I only
Just, like,
remember
different
one other
concepts.
name. I only remember one other name for Emberglow. It was the Novocaine one.
Oh yeah. Before that, it was like Sun Killer or something.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty-
I
that's a
forgot
pretty
about
cool
that.
name. Yeah.
That might be a band. I don't know. That sounds
That
vaguely familiar.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's also part of the search. It's either I think of something that sounds really hard,
Yeah.
and then I immediately go and look at if it's already a thing,
Okay.
which is part of the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
Like make it a cool name, yeah. You can do that. You
Well-
can just think of random stuff.
To bring it full circle,
Yeah.
that's how we got the name American Amnesia, right? So we all agreed that Blue Lithium was a stupid name. Everyone told us that it was a stupid
Okay,
name
yeah.
too, and we just couldn't think of a better name. And
Yeah.
then one of our members came up with the name Asthenia, which
That's
Yeah.
is
that's a
actually
cool
really
word.
cool.
I like that.
But everyone kept mishearing it as amnesia.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
actually.
yeah,
I'm being so
okay.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we just became known as like Amnesia. And we were kind of like, that's kind of a cooler name
Yeah,
anyway, like
yeah.
Amnesia. Why not? And then we looked it up.
Yep.
And there's like a band in Italy called Amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
There's a band in Indonesia called Amnesia. So
Yeah.
we were like, we're American Amnesia.
No, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's awesome.
That I'm being so
That could have
serious.
that could
That's-
not have been more of like a natural
Yeah.
type thing you could have found. That's awesome.
That's it.
Then the other
Yeah.
amnesias just have to put the country
Yeah,
of
Indonesian Amnesia.
Italian Amnesia.
Italian amnesia.
That goes hard.
I'm quitting. I'm joining Italian. Sorry, guys.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think I've done a quick search. There's like one other Emberglow, but they're like a really like soft rock, like electronic thing.
Like the complete opposite. of
Yeah,
what we're doing.
yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah, they won't sue.
We're
you.
good.
They won't sue you.
No,
What's
you-
up? Oh,
Take the risk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got like 20 monthly listeners. We're fine. But yeah, I think that's got one more question here. You kind of already answered.
Yeah.
Kind of like already answered with bits and pieces here and there. But we have as the next one. Is there like a typical way you guys write songs? Is there like any single member that writes riffs, lyrics, or does it all like come together naturally once you start jamming and playing?
Recently, it's kind of changed a bit. I feel like for the better. Recently we've been writing more like, more kind of like jamming, because I've always in the beginning when we first got together, because there was already like older songs that we were still working on.
Yes.
So I had like way more of a role, and it was sort of just like, here's the riffs. I already got the lyrics. I already got the melodies, like make up parts for the songs. And then as now we've been together for like 2 years or so,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and we've been jamming more, and we're much more comfortable with each other.
Yes.
And now we've been taking more of an approach of just kind of like, I'm still always coming up with riff ideas and melodies and lyrics and stuff, but then just putting that together, and then we kind of jam it out and work out things, and like it never, whatever my original idea
It
is,
never stays there.
yeah, it
right?
turns
Yeah.
into something better, like kind
Yes.
of like that. Like there will be an OG idea, that will turn into something. And then we got like riffs that we would just jam that are, kind of just still sitting in the vaults, like waiting to be worked out,
So like it's kind of like you start with a concept and then it like gets expanded into like something bigger.
Pretty much, yeah, because otherwise you get that, you always say the analysis paralysis, right?
Yes.
Like, you got to just take a step forward, basically. You got to put something down, and then, like, you might have to change it around, But, I mean, you guys could talk more about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, surprising to myself as well. Like, I've stepped in a little bit here and there and helped write some stuff. I mean, obviously, I do the vocals for Crowd Killed at Cherry Street.
Yes.
And that song was just written about, personal experience about
that's a
getting
true
Crowd
story.
Killed at Cherry Street,
Oh, yeah.
Just a real quick on that.
What venue is Cherry Street?
Okay, so Cherry Street, that's a place in Wallingford, Connecticut.
Okay.
February 21st.
Yeah, February 21st, we're playing there. Show up. But
show up.
They've been around for a while. They're like a metal bar. Great place,
that's
though.
Fun. That's great.
Yeah, it's a small little place, but yeah, it's a great place to see metal in Connecticut. But I remember this one show we went to. I don't even remember what it was, but there was this huge bald dude,
Like
Were
6'8".
Oh,
yeah,
God.
like taller than me. Yeah.
Were you playing the show or just at the show?
No, I was just at a show. We weren't playing that one in particular, but some random like hardcore band goes on, and this guy just goes off. He's like dragging people into the pit.
He
like,
hit me with one of these, dude. Just like
throwing elbows,
and right to my teeth.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Explain
know.
crowd kill.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is a crowd
Yeah.
kill? What's the definition?
If you don't know what crowd killing is,
Well, I mean,
What are
crowd
you
killing,
doing?
it's not cool, is what it is.
Yeah, no, it's
That's just like, literally just trying to inflict violence, but not obviously not in a cool way.
Yeah.
I mean, part of hardcore is just beating each other up.
Yeah,
but
right.
it's mutual. It's consensual. Okay, crowd
Consensual
killing
beating
is not consensual. I did not ask for this. Yeah,
Right.
That's like people dragging you into the pit when
Yes.
you weren't in the pit in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
There are definitely those unwritten rules, and one of them being like, if I'm not in the pit, I'm
Don't
not
drag
trying
me
to
in.
be
Yeah.
in that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
for what is it? I was also a Western Mass hardcore band. I Have No Mouth. If you guys have heard of them, they're a smaller band. Nice. I saw them out with Jaden, and we were out there. The pit was all opened up. Nobody else in the pit, just this one guy. There's one guy running around.
Classic.
It had a Boston hardcore sweatshirt on. Just a BXH Boston hardcore sweatshirt on. Like he'd been in the scene for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the only one there, like angry at everyone. Not even like politely moshing to like run into people here and there. No. If he was coming at you, he was throwing a kick at you.
Yeah, he's trying to hurt you.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of dudes that run around venues like that.
Yeah.
Like they just show up,
They just show up to do that. He ended up getting kicked out at the end of it.
Who wants to fight? You
No,
show
that's
up.
justice.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's justice.
No, the venue was real small, so the sound booth was like right back in the back corner. It was like a stage bar type thing.
Mm.
And he ran into the booth at one point, not like into it, but he collided with it.
Yep.
Better phrased. And I just remember after that, the sound guy was like, "All right, now get this guy out. This guy's got to go."
Mm.
Ever since that, for those new to the craft, that is what crowd killing is.
Right. Eject all
Do not crowd kill.
killers.
Please. I wanted to. That was pretty much it for that section, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So typical way you guys create songs. Very, very fun into that. Looking forward to all the new live stuff, and we're gonna get back into the music.
Also,
Back into music for this part.
this is WNEK The
Yes,
Voice.
that was the
We are interviewing American Amnesia, and this is our first interview live on air.
First ever interview live on air, and hope everyone out listening online. Hopefully, thank you for tuning in. It means the world to all of us. No, it definitely would be a lot to you guys. This is your first interview, right?
Thank you all
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this is our very first interview ever. Like we've never
That's awesome.
It's a
We've-
first for everybody.
First for
in the
everyone.
room.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for having us and for
Yeah.
supporting.
We still got some more questions after this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
We got
for
some
this
more.
section.
We're-
Yeah,
We're just
Cool.
we just got to keep going for now. But Yeah, thank you for coming into the campus center where we were out in the rest of this building we're broadcasting in, which is one of the first times we're doing that, which is also great. But
First today.
all the firsts, all of
the
them.
firsts.
Thank you for listening in. Thank you for your continued support, and hopefully throughout the night until we wrap up here, which will be for a little while.
What is our song up?
We have a little bit of an older release, one of the remasters coming
wow.
up. We have next American Amnesia song, Caroline. Is that how you say that?
Caroline, yeah.
Caroline? Yeah.
We
Alright,
pronounced it right this time.
We got it right this time.
Been a
All right,
week.
yeah.
Patrick.
Coming up next for your music by American Amnesia here. This is Caroline. Hope you enjoy. everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back after the music. I'm your host, Garren, joined with Jake, my co-host here.
Hello.
We are joined with the mighty band American Amnesia here. on
Almighty.
campus. Almighty. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
The puny.
God bless amnesia.
Oh, God bless him. You know, just see the same thing in your
Just
search bar
make it-
twice.
Makes an
Yeah.
American Amnesia national anthem. That's what you guys should do.
Yeah. But yeah. Coming back on air here. Just want to remind everyone that's listening here, we are WNEK The Voice. I'm your host, Garren, here with Jake.
Yep.
And you're listening to our very first interview here with American Amnesia, our very first interview that we've had here at WNEK. And the first broadcast that we've ever done in the new studio, in the new space.
Like
And,
we've had-
How many people we got? We've got 12 people online currently.
12 people
All-
I
plus
love
everybody-
every single one of you guys.
Plus
All
everybody
dozen
in
of
the
All does it.
everybody in the campus center as well.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Awesome. Because thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for sticking along.
Yes.
I mean, it means the world to us. I know it means the world to you guys.
It does.
And I'm so stoked about how this is going. I could
that's
not
large.
have been going any better.
This is
genuinely.
really cool.
That's
Ron.
great.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank
I'll
you,
say
thank
that
you.
right now. This is really cool.
Thank you. There's still a lot to polish out, but I like the camera setups we got. We're gonna
Yes.
polish this into like a full video and everything.
Okay.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
If you just side note, if you look around the studio, we've got a lot of little tiny things that we've got up.
I like the little boxer guys.
The little those have been there forever.
Those are sick.
Those are also
Yeah.
Rock 'em, sock 'em.
Yeah, the Rock 'em Sock 'em.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of stuff from the old
Talk behind
studio that
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got
Solid.
we pulled that out of the old studio the other day.
I didn't know. I didn't know the disco ball was still.
Oh, we got the disco ball. I'm talking
I
about
thought
the,
it
the
broke.
sign we got up
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I didn't know the
Sign goes
disco
hard.
ball was not.
Oh
broke.
yeah. Yeah, no, we had pulled that out when we were setting everything up. I'm like, okay, I'm setting up all the wires. We have this. Someone please set this up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm very excited to be back. Very excited how this is going. I want to get back into it with you guys. And for those all still listening in, those last two songs by American Amnesia were Caylen. Yes?
Yeah, Carol.
Caylen and Into the Dark.
Into the Dark.
Both of those were remastered, correct?
Yes.
Both of those were off of the some of the band's earlier work, which are still very much standing up today, which
The
I'm
stuff
very excited
we
about.
don't talk about.
The stuff y'all don't talk about. What did you have something?
You can just go on to.
Yeah, okay.
So first question of the new
This
section.
is our last section.
Yeah,
Okay.
last section.
section.
As like a whole band, what's like your favorite and least favorite thing of like playing a live venue, kind of like KMF or just like any regular live venue? Like, what's your favorite and like least favorite?
I'm thinking, what's something that? Sorry to branch off, but
Yeah,
I
you're good.
kind of add on to it. What's like something, if anybody in bands, maybe a personal question to me, but like what's things at venues that you want to look out for? Like favorite things, least favorite things.
This
what
is
should
an
we look
Ember
for?
Glow
This,
question.
this is a me question. Yeah,
It's a very good.
good for the crowd to know.
It's a very good question.
So good.
Where do we start?
I've got one. As a drummer,
Yes.
favorite thing at a venue is a great sound tech.
Oh,
Someone
yes.
who
Oh, yeah.
he'll take a
Yes.
couple minutes, he'll
Yes.
zoom in on what you're doing.
Yep.
He'll even tweak it for the first song. But wow, when you have a great sound guy
That's good.
at a venue,
Good to know.
you always have a great show.
It's something that's out of your control though, because you just don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Unless
true.
you're
Yeah, man.
doing DIY, but you just hope, you pray that
Yeah.
the sound guy will be
Yeah,
good.
we
He's
obviously
hoping.
don't have our like own in-house sound person.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just
Yeah.
relying on whatever system they got, whoever's running the board. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's good, sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the setup we're working with. Hopefully, gonna work with is going like. I think Nate was mentioning. Also, you also have a mic if you want to.
Yeah.
All good? No, you good? Okay.
Yuck.
He also
Yeah.
has a mic. He's okay. But he affectionately called it the sound tech's worst nightmare
Nice.
because it's my laptop into a Scarlett
Yep.
directly outputting into the board.
Was this the
Okay.
setup you had when you were playing
This
in
is
here,
my
or was that not the setup?
tweaked a bit of setup.
Tweaked a bit.
Tweak a bit of setup. That's still got some kinks to work out for it.
Okay.
But effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot to work out with it. There's a lot to work out. But I can just imagine showing up any sound guy that sees a dude walk in with a Scarlett in his hand. I can just imagine he's like, "Oh, what this guy? Not again, man. I can't deal with these." It's like just plug in and go, dude. bypass the computer, man.
There are those that do very complicated things.
Yeah.
I've seen, so that wouldn't be the worst thing.
Wouldn't be the worst thing. That's good. That's
Yeah.
reassuring to know for me. At
This
least.
is reassuring.
Good to know.
Well, shout out all sound people out there
Yes.
at these local venues. Like they're the ones who make the show. A lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
forget that. So
Oh, yeah.
be sure to, whenever you go play a show, introduce yourself, get to
Yeah.
know their name, and maybe give them a drink or something. Show them a good time. You know, they're very underappreciated. So without
Yeah.
them, we wouldn't have a show
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The unsung heroes of every show.
for sure.
Trying to.
Yeah. If there's anything else you were thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. You got something for?
I mean, yeah. I mean, kind of like what Devin was saying. If you can hear yourself, that's everything. But that
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean a good sound system. You know, there's some places where there's no sound system,
Ooh.
just a PA for vocals, but you just
Wow.
crank up your amp, and those are great shows
Crank it
too,
and
though.
crank up the amp and hope.
Yeah, crank
Yeah,
up and hope.
yeah.
But yeah, no, hearing yourself is the best. I mean, obviously, just talking about show wise, yeah. When
Yeah.
you get that reciprocation when people are actually into the show, when I see people out there moshing and having a good time, I just eat that up. I love
Yeah.
it so much.
Love
you
the
know?
crowd's energy feeds back into you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%
I'm
always.
still remembering the mosh pit for American Amnesia at the KMF last
Yes. Yeah.
You guys went hard, man.
year.
Yeah.
That was great.
I
You
say
made
I have
the
like
show.
I was shoved into a couple things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite clips I ever got from that was from that show specifically, and I remember getting like a 0.5 view from like where the stage monitors would be, like right in front of you.
Yeah.
And I remember when you'd like a jump spin something with the guitar right in the
Yeah.
breakdown.
Yeah.
I remember Anthony, you were calling out. It's like, you know what? Here that you were, it was just you that was playing
Yeah.
during the like a solo
Here's a
guitar chug bit.
breakdown.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what? This is you hear that? This is a breakdown. You get ready. I
I had to
referenced
remind you
that.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I genuinely think of that all the
We're
time.
learning something even in our free time.
Lives rent free. isn't it?
Yeah.
Education
lives-
with Anthony.
Oh, it pays in time.
That's
But,
great.
Yeah, no, I love doing that. That was
Yeah.
fun. But anything else you guys were thinking about venues and stuff?
I'll say, well, yeah, one thing. The unsung hero of making your show good is guerrilla promotion. That's
Right.
it. Going
Okay.
out,
Yeah.
guerrilla marketing,
Good to know.
put
actually.
up posters, hit up people on Snapchat,
Awesome.
on Instagram, just spread the word.
Good
you
to
know,
know. Okay.
Don't book a show and then be like, why are there anyone here? Like,
Right.
what's and like you've done nothing to
You
promote.
got to put in the work. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna
Right.
lie, I did a lot of that, and I was like, "Why is there nobody here?" It's like,
Yeah.
because you didn't promote it. But then as soon as you start, putting the work in, and then that leads you. It's little things like
Yeah.
the first week that you do it for that first show, you might get like 2 people to show
Yeah.
up. But then those people bring people, and over time,
Yeah,
you
the
know.
crowd slowly keeps growing. You just
Yeah.
start developing
Yeah.
a fan base and stuff like that.
So
yeah.
that's almost like the band side of the work. Because, you need the sound guy to be good.
Yeah.
And you need the venue to be professional. Like, hopefully they're not going to be scummy with money or something, you know. But then on top of that, too, the band has to also, it's, everyone's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be involved. You know, that's really, there's the local scene, like, things don't function well for, like, a lot of things just.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you'll get into you just see how things operate, and then you want to do it professionally.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
do it like super DIY and
Yeah.
like off the
Yeah.
cuff.
Mhm.
That's
Well, I mean, that's not to say that DIY is unprofessional. There's a lot of guys
professional,
out there
yeah.
who's doing DIY, and yeah, it's definitely about the professionalism.
right. Professional DIY is the way to go,
Yeah,
but
there-
unprofessional DIY,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's definitely
Very
a lot
big
of just
difference,
Yeah.
thrown together shows. We've been to a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
so,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Some
That's
bad
good to
ones.
look out for, though. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's very interesting to I had a thought. There a second ago. It's gone. But
Actually, I don't know why I haven't brought this up yet, but I was in a band in high school, and I've actually performed at venues, but this was like through like the lesson company I would be, because I
Right.
took drum lessons.
Oh, okay. That makes
So
sense, yeah.
like they would go to like local spots, like this place in, I'm not sure where it is. I think it's Connecticut, Sonny's Place. I would perform
Okay.
there.
Yeah, sounds good.
And actually, my favorite place we went, we performed in like the concessions on the outside of a Thunderbirds game which I thought was
That's cool.
great.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
But
fun.
that was the one concert where whenever I would kick the bass drum, it would go
It
forward.
would scooch a little farther forward.
Because
Did,
there
did
was
you not
no-
have a carpet?
There was no carpet.
No. Oh.
And I was so mad because it was such a good venue,
Yeah.
but like,
Drum rug.
It just wasn't done
Yeah.
well.
yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
done well. But like, I can like also like venues can be good depending on like, I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
Venues are
Okay.
good depending on your drum rug, should I say? Of course. Get
Yeah.
yourself a drum rug.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
This is
Keep-
an advertisement for all drum rugs.
yes.
Keep
Just
it
keep
with
saying
the set.
Just keep saying drum rug.
It's a
Drum
great,
rug, drum
great,
rug, drum
great
rug.
thing.
But, this is a random thing for the next question I wanted to get into. I keep thinking about this. I saw like an Instagram reel or something about it. I want to play a show at a skate park. I just want to do that. That
That's
sounds
really
like a great
popular.
idea.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
popular idea. I see bands
Yep.
do it all the time.
Yep.
I definitely want to do that sometime.
Yeah.
That just sounds
Yeah.
super sick.
Yeah, we've never done that, but we see people throw that together in Connecticut. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
I agree
'Cause I
with
know there's
that,
one down in
Garren, for
Agawam,
Emberglow.
right?
I agree with that.
That'd be so
For
fun.
Emberglow.
Yeah. I've been talking about it for years. I just finally want to get it to, now that we have a band, to start it going. Yeah. It's going back into the more music side of things. Less of like playing live, but more of your personal music influences. What type of bands do you get influence from to write your music, or some of your favorite things to listen to in the free time? You go down the line, or however you feel.
All right, me first. All right. Well, I was really, really into Led Zeppelin when I was a teenager. So that's probably my biggest influence. Although I don't think you really hear it very much anymore. I think it's kind of gone, but it's still there. It's there in spirit.
The music's pretty heavy, so it's
yeah.
a little hard to make the connection there.
The thought
but
is there.
the mentality's there. Yeah.
But no, things that I listen to like on a daily basis. I listen to
So this can be a question for all of us too, like in general. Not to talk for too long, because I will. But
oh
keep
yeah,
going.
yeah, sure.
going.
I listen to. You ever heard of a band I Am?
Yes,
We saw them in Nashville.
that's cool.
And they like ripped my face off. I was like, wow, these
Yeah.
guys, like, they have riffs, man. Like their
Yeah,
riffs
yeah.
are sick.
I haven't gone to approach any of those yet. But,
Yeah.
no, I've heard of them. They're cool.
I listen to I Am. I listen to Sepultura. I listen to, of course, Alice in Chains.
Yes, yeah.
Pantera. Dimebag Darrell was recently been a bigger influence on me. I'm kind of like a late bloomer to a lot of things. Like I didn't really get into him until like a few years ago or so. But he's like been a huge influence on like stuff I've been doing.
Yeah, because I can tell just personally in your guitar playing and live. Like,
Yeah.
of course, I'm a guitarist too, so I
Right.
really focus in on nitpicking that. Not nitpick, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I really focus in and gather all that, and I can tell through your playing that Dimebag
Yeah.
is playing. Can like even through like your solos and stuff like that, I can hear him.
For sure. I mean, I think Dimebag influenced everyone in metal.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like John Bonham on drums. Like if you play like rock or metal drums, you're getting something from him. Or like Jimi Hendrix, same thing. Like he's one of those players. Eddie Van Halen, like
Yep.
it's just his blood is like in everything else.
Yes.
You know, like I Am is so, influenced by Pantera. You can hear that. You know, but yeah, that's what I listen to. I also listen to Ginger.
Oh, I love Ginger.
Yeah, Ginger's great. And trying to think like that's probably my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Anthony, what about you?
Yeah, well, I mean, first I got to shout
Yeah.
out God's Hate.
Oh, yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of God's Hate recently. But, Pat actually put me on to him like a while ago.
Yeah, he went way deeper than I did.
Yeah, no, I just checked
I
him
love
out
doing deep
at
cuts of
first.
bands.
Yeah, and I didn't really get into him at first, but yeah, then I discovered a like live video of them,
Oh yeah.
and it just opened up. I went in deep. Love
the live
love God's
energy
Hate.
of bands can completely change your perception of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure. I just missed them. They just played New York, but if anyone out there, God's Hate needs to come up northeast.
God's Hate.
I tell Pat all the time, if they come in with a 100-mile radius, I'm
Oh
going.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, just got into those guys, but yeah, a lot of hardcore these
Yep.
days. I have the debut Hatebreed album in my
Yes.
car right now. I've been
Yep.
listening to that a lot. Love that album. Actually, been listening to a bit of Leonard Skinner.
Oh. Okay.
Devin
Yeah.
put me on. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you know, I know
The
Leonard.
first
I love
song-
Leonard Skinner as
Yeah,
well.
the first song I think about when I hear Leonard Skinner is obviously Freebird. And, like,
I was
just
thinking
the-
Sweet Home Alabama.
Like,
Yeah.
hey,
I forgot they made
hey,
that.
here's a bit of country twang and a 17-minute guitar solo. Have
Yeah.
fun with
Yo.
it. That's playing the same 3 notes.
Yeah, but no, that's what's great about being in a band though. Like, and we were saying earlier, Dev and I, we listen to CDs still. I mean, I got a CD player in the car, so we'll swap CDs all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, Dev, it's his job to simmer me down and, you know, bring me back to the past a little bit. He'll be giving me stuff from Leonard Skinner, Cream, Hendrix, you know, 60s, 70s type of bands, and I love that. You know, he gave me Nothing Fancy by Leonard Skinner, so I've been playing that a lot in the car, and yeah, wow, what a great album. I never really got into Skinner like that, but yeah, I love it. You know, it's really good to revisit those older bands. You know, there's definitely a lot you can draw from them, even for something as heavy as like metal or hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, just the vibes you can get from that. So yeah, a lot of hardcore and a lot of Skinner.
Oh yeah. Makes an interesting combo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Devin, what about you?
I'm probably all over the board in comparison,
Yeah.
you know, like my oldies, you know, come on, the Rolling Stones,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Kinks, the Beatles,
Mm-hmm.
diving into the 70s with Pink Floyd, Zeppelin. I mean, you know it. It's addicting. 'cause
It's
This is
iconic.
like this is like
Yeah.
my
it was the
exact
age, I know,
same.
right? It's the age when music really, you know, they went from being performers to like, no, I'm using my instrument to perform. I'm not, you know,
Yeah.
singing and dancing, but yeah, we'll trade off music and I'll just consume it all and put it through my, do I love it or am I just going to keep consuming something else, something new, you
Yeah.
know? So, and it broadens your horizon as a musician to take in other genres and yeah, these guys are putting me onto the heavier side of things,
Yes,
like
yeah.
the Melvins and, you know, like, what's another one? Yeah, you know, I Hate God too.
Oh,
like,
that's
I
a
hate
deeper
that.
cut.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
these guys.
Crowbar.
If
yeah.
you're
Yeah, I
not
didn't
in the
mention Crowbar.
scene, you don't
Yeah.
really
Exactly, yeah.
understand until
Mm.
you get some buddies who are like, if you don't
Oh, yeah.
listen to this, how will you understand? So
Exactly. And then you go down the pipeline and you have like a band from 1991 that released 2 songs that with 5 monthly listeners. I'm like, this is integral to our sound. I'm like, how, man? It's like,
Carcass. Well,
yeah.
they have a lot.
I wouldn't
they've-
put
they've
them in that.
been-
They got a lot more than
They,
that. You
have
know,
been,
but that's a
they've been
deep
around
cut.
for a while.
Yeah.
But to retroactively add, Crowbar, High on Fire,
Yes,
and by
wow.
extension, Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Sleep is a huge influence. I love
Yes.
the
yeah.
like stoner down tempo
yeah.
kind of metal.
That's fun.
So yeah, I forgot to throw those 2 in there.
Oh yeah, that was great. Jake, moving back to our side of the podcast couch.
Our side of the pod.
What do you think?
Well, at least my answer to this is very similar to what we
Yeah.
just heard.
Yes.
Oldies mostly.
Mhm.
After joining you and Gabe for the band,
Yep.
you put me onto Sleep Token because
Yes. Okay.
Sleep Token is really good. I really like
Welcome.
Sleep Token now.
Sleep Token is great.
Welcome.
Rob Zombie is big for me now. Ice Nine Kills. I'm a
Yes.
horror movie fan, so Ice Nine Kills was kind of a given for me. So, Garren,
Okay. Ooh, I'll keep it short.
I had to do that.
Just about everything but the deepest of country, really, for me. Like
That's
the
me
deepest
too.
of
fair.
country.
I-
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
country
I
music.
agree.
I hate it.
Yeah, there are some songs that just catch me. Like I get why they're catchy and I get why
Yeah.
they're good, but I don't get it for me. Not from around there. Not my thing. But
For country, everything but Johnny Cash for me is like not good.
that's what I was about to say.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the old
Yeah.
school, like Johnny Cash, that scene.
we had
Can't
an
go wrong
era.
with that.
Yeah, well, there was an era.
There was an era that it was good.
Yes.
That was an era
Well,
that
5
people.
Really old country kind of like spills over into blues. Like
Yes.
The
Yeah, yeah.
boundaries pretty
Yeah.
blurred.
Yeah.
You know? But then like modern country with like they literally sing like that. I really don't like that. I
Yeah.
just
I mean, Hank Williams goes hard.
Yeah.
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 Legend.
What's up?
Legend. Hank Williams. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm a lot into metalcore is like my thing. Like all the modern metalcore, I play a 7-string guitar, tuned down to whatever note you can't hear anymore.
Mhm.
But Jake just said Sleep Tokens, my favorite band. One of my first tattoo that I ever got for their own cameras. For their new album, they made like their own script.
Oh, that's really cool.
And this is my
man.
last name, like in that alphabet.
Wow.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've been around for. I've been around them for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sleep Token, Bill Murray, I mentioned earlier.
Bill, I love Bill
I
Murray.
love Bill Murray, so we're covering one of their songs live,
Yeah.
Nice.
which is gonna be
It's
so fun.
It's funny because before I heard of Bill Murray,
It's like, oh, you mean a comedian?
Garren talked to me about it, and I was like, Bill Murray makes music?
Bill
I
Murray,
didn't
like
know that.
Ghostbusters? What is this? Yeah.
And then
what
I
I
was like,
thought,
that
too.
must be like the weirdest music. And then Garren's like,
Yeah.
no,
No,
not
no,
like
no.
the actor,
Yeah.
an actual band called Bill Murray.
Yeah,
Bill Murray.
like this dude that played in Attack Attack.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, one of the members from Attack Attack.
He's in Bill Murray?
He's in the lead singer.
That
He is
lead
Bill
singer
Murray.
Johnny Frank was in Attack Attack along with Caleb Shomo of Beartooth.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit of a deep cut lore bit there,
Yeah.
but
want-
I love
I
diving
want
into that.
Bill Murray to play Bill Murray.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, we'll let you decide what order that was in.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Attack. I love Attack, by the way.
Oh,
too.
yes.
Crabcore needs to come back.
Yeah.
You're
It's,
questionable.
I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it had its time.
It has.
It had its time.
You know, we're gonna revive Crabcore. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just make a Crabcore album.
Why not? Yeah, let's do it. It's like, hell yeah, here's a breakdown.
Look at Anthony just being like,
Just all the synths, not having it.
yeah, yeah. The electronic core.
Or synth
yeah.
break.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like the Beatles' White Album, the experimental American Amnesia
Yep,
album.
yep.
And then just go right back. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it Asking Amnesia. How about that?
No.
Oh, dude, old school asking, man. Yeah. Stand Up and Scream is still one of my.
Oh, that's a
favorite
great
records
album.
of
That
era.
that and Reckless and Relentless.
Yeah.
Those two albums are great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to want to wrap up my own thing because I'll keep going. I love talking about music. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do every Friday on my own show.
Yeah.
That'd be if you're ever free. Definitely, you guys join on my own personal show.
No,
It'd be
I know.
great.
I gotta
if
listen.
you got
in.
stuff to do down there, it's like 2:30 Friday. It's a
Yeah.
little early day, but
Yeah.
if you can even just tune in like this.
I also
Yeah.
have my show, which is also
Yep.
on a Friday.
Yes, you guys got like 3 shows,
Oh,
like
that's-
5 days a week.
Friday,
That's crazy,
I think
man.
when's our busiest day for shows? I think it's
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
it's
Fridays are like
Yeah.
our busy day for shows,
Yeah.
but like we've just got a bunch of different hosts coming in, and
Oh yeah,
everybody from WNEK probably mostly has a show.
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's like that's my entire show. Like all the modern metalcore type
Yeah.
things. Sometimes I'll throw in like an indie set
Mm-hmm.
or like an R&B set, like a rap set, like an acoustic set. Why not?
Yeah.
It's all like modern mood, modern music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything that I find, like Sleep Token, Bill Murray, I've played a lot. North Lane, I've played a lot too.
Nice.
I love North Lane.
Go listen to Modern Mood and Legacy of Rock coming soon.
2:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Fridays.
Yes.
And like Invent Animate I mentioned earlier, Thornhill, like that modern, real modern metalcore scene is maybe my favorite thing right now.
Mm.
And
Cool.
even down to like on the other side of things, I really like hardcore rap and trap. Like I think Ghost Main, Suicide Boys.
6ix9ine.
Oh no!
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
No, I saw Rob
I think
back
the
there behind
mood,
the camera.
the mood,
Lost it.
the mood
The
in the
entire
room
room.
just like
Dropped. Just 6ix9ine.
Yeah, we're never being invited back yet.
No, no, absolutely
well.
you are. But yeah.
He
No, yeah.
knows it, he
We got
knows
Rob behind the camera that's losing it about that. But yeah, I'm in a big like dark trap,
Okay.
like hard bass type stuff. Like I said, Ghost Man. I don't know if you know.
Oh
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Suicide
Ghostman.
Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gray Day. I got to go back. I saw 2023
Okay. I don't
there,
know.
which was where that's the Gray Day is like their yearly tour. Suicide Boys does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do it. They do that yearly.
Yeah, I've never seen them live.
Oh, I didn't really know them before that too much.
Okay.
Like one of my friends had an extra ticket, and I went just because they had it.
Yep.
And wow, they put on a great show. The visuals are crazy. It's like rave lighting.
Hmm.
It's like entire rave.
Yeah, I
Visual and
know a
everything.
bunch of people that have gone to Suicide Boys shows, and
Oh,
they've
yeah.
all been like, "It's a great show." But
Oh, they put on a phenomenal experience. For
yeah,
that.
cool.
And the fact that they're playing stadiums is phenomenal
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
But it was. I'll wrap this section up because I will keep going. But until we.
I like how you
till we get-
started with music and now you're going into like concerts you've been to.
It happens every conversation I have.
Yeah.
It's my entire thing, like live music.
You
That's-
love music, man.
That's my thing. I love music. I love live music. I love
Because I
all
was
of
just about to say, like, I was just about to go into the Roger Waters concert I went to,
Oh,
but
geez,
I don't.
okay.
that's gonna be like
That-
a
do
whole.
not-
Oh, Roger
We
Waters.
don't. We don't have time to unpack
We
all
do
that.
not.
No.
No. We live in a society. 30-minute guitar solo.
Yeah. But yes, that show was great. That was Suicide Boys with Ghost Main. City Morgue is also another one in there.
Yeah.
And like Cemetery was also in there, like a smaller one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I love all that type of stuff too. So it's a fun range.
Cool.
Going from like the real chill like R&B to dark trap all here, like the really hard, just crazy bass all the time.
Yep.
Which is just fun, all the way to metal writing riffs.
Yeah,
And
man.
I love listening to all the new stuff and trying to figure out how I can incorporate my guitar into that.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that? Just
Oh,
as
yeah, for
musicians
sure.
Here and there, yeah,
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of that works. They work really well together because a lot of that you have already just like guitar loops or
Yes.
just samples from
Yeah.
different songs. You know, they put in there. So that's even a whole market. Like there's producers that just sit and they just make loops and then they just sell them. You know.
Yeah, that's what
People do that.
Little backtrack a little bit. That's after leaving Attack Attack. That's what Bill Murray did for years.
Really?
I think he left in 2010 and created the Bill Murray Project, which
Wow.
is like him writing, producing, doing all that
Yep.
in 2016, and he released that. And in between that 6 years, it was just him ghostwriting for everything.
Wow.
Like that's why all the band
For Attila?
maybe not Attila.
Maybe-
That's
okay, yeah.
you cannot mistake Attila.
I saw Attila at Warped Tour. It was
you
It was
really?
interesting.
Wow,
It
I
was
want to get a piece.
interesting.
I will say I find
Yeah.
it funny that when you were
You-
talking. When you were talking about like guitar stuff,
Yeah.
the two drummers in the room were just like smiling and nodding.
yeah.
We're like, yeah.
And we're tuned out. Yeah.
I want to go to an Attila show and get a pizza thrown at me.
Yeah.
I really do. But yeah, like that's why the like Memphis Mayfire, all like the 2013 to 15, all like they have like that country swing to it. If you've ever heard that in their riffs, like da 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 da, but da.
Oh, okay.
Like that kind of like bouncy riff to it.
Yeah, I know what you're
That-
talking about.
Yeah, that's like Johnny, who was behind Bill Murray.
Really?
That's like
His
he
ghost
ghost
writing.
wrote for years.
Oh, wow.
That's why they all sound like that, because everyone wanted to sound like Memphis Mayfire in 2013.
Yeah.
So
That's
it all
crazy,
built off
actually.
each other. Yeah.
Crazy how the industry works, man.
Yeah. No, it's a very, very interesting market. The more you get to know about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And last thing here, finally wrapping up this, not to talk for too much longer, because I know everybody's probably got places to be. Go back to your dorm, listen. If you're on campus,
We'll
go
stay
to,
here all night, dude. We'll
Yeah, that's fair.
party up, dude. No.
It's a comfy couch. I'll sleep.
Yeah.
Me and Garren would voluntarily like run this all night if we
We
could.
could. If we could, we would.
If we could, we would.
I gotta be up early tomorrow. I gotta
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
do my whole thing with my laptop.
Yep.
But last thing here. Yeah, wow. Last thing, especially. Was this a question for us?
This is an Ember Glue question.
This can be a general question.
Kind of.
This is a very, very broad question, but it definitely stemmed from us personally.
Yes.
It's very good for the rest of the music scene to know.
It's
Do you have any advice for anyone who's starting out and wants to be in a band, even if anything, just starting to play an instrument, getting out there in the music scene? What do you guys think about that? What can you guys give as like a tidbit to the rest of the scene?
Yeah.
Y'all want to go first?
Everyone's got to pay their dues. It comes with practice. It comes with getting in your scene, learning the bands, figuring out who you can play with, getting a band together. You know, it's uphill, but it's a beautiful
very
journey.
uphill.
You know, you don't want to get discouraged because it's
Yeah.
tough. It's not for the faint of heart. But
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like just a tiny bit of thing. I've been in and out of like band projects for years, even I think when I was 15 or 16, 19 now. So when I started doing all that, I'm like, okay, I'll go for a rehearsal here and there, and it just will not continue past that. And trying to get that something like that to finally work, like me with Jake finally, and Gabe that's not here anymore. And Gabe had to go. He's actually playing a show, I think, right?
I think so.
I think he had to go play his own gig.
Yeah. Nate's
Yep.
nodding. Yes.
Yeah. He said he went to Albany.
Yeah, he's on his way to Albany for that one. But yeah, it's finally. I've been on this like the grind, quote unquote, for so long, trying to find a group that works. It's definitely an uphill battle.
Rise and
from
grind.
personal experience. What?
Rise and grind.
Rise and grind for it. Hey, listen up, folks. Rise and grind for the music. Gotta make it happen. You gotta work for it. But,
David Goggins. Stay hard.
yeah, I remember. I love that clip.
Stay hard.
But anyway, yeah, keep on that. It's good to It's good. It's always a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Anthony, you got anything for us?
Well, I was gonna say I am nowhere near in a position to give advice. Especially at this level, there's not much difference between us and anyone else in this room or anyone else out there who just wants to play music. It's really as simple as learn an instrument and find some cool people and start a band. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing is just keep going. Don't give up.
Yeah, right.
If you're serious about it, never give up. One day you'll make it. You hear a lot of stories where people are a band for like 5-10 years before they get any sort of recognition. But the biggest advice is just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Learn some music and jam with your friends and play what you love.
Yeah.
Really that simple.
That's very, very good to know. That's what I've been trying to do. I mean, I know, Jake, you've said you've been in and out of bands.
So I've been in 2 bands. Two bands. I would go to concerts with them, and it was kind of like technically one band, but like people would shift in and shift out.
Right.
I was the only like static member.
Really?
I was the only like band member who was always like
Always
there.
at the same spot. Honestly, that.
I also came up with the name.
Yeah.
It's a really bad name.
Yeah.
It's
We got to hear it now.
Yeah, we got to hear that.
not applicable.
That's
not
know
that
what?
bad.
That was like I don't have
You
a
know
name.
what?
I don't have a name, so I'm gonna
None.
put that as the name.
Honestly,
An A for short, yeah.
yeah, and I
That's
know
what I had. That's what
kind of cool.
It's
I'm
a
not
pretty
gonna
good
lie.
name, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, before, like, in my notes app of all my band names before we settled on Emberglow,
Yeah.
I literally have redacted, but except it has a line through it.
Nice.
So
I
it's
like
like
that.
same type concept.
Yeah.
My next band is going to be called IDK.
That's a great band name.
But yeah, I'm definitely stick around for it. I know I want to stick around with this Emberglow project for as long as I
Yes.
possibly can.
Me too. And
Because,
I'm
like,
local, so
Yeah.
I'm local, so
yeah, you're local, which is good. I'm unfortunately not. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
I'll make it happen. I like to drive. But lastly, coming to Pat here.
For advice.
What do you think? Yeah. What can you tell to the rest of the scene?
I mean, really just reiterate what these guys said. I would maybe to build on it a little bit, like definitely like be disciplined to practicing. Because I think
Right. Yeah.
number one is practicing.
Mhm.
That's like the biggest thing. Before you can play with other people, you have to be able to play yourself. Like if you
Yeah.
can get like to play a whole song like almost flawless or flawless ideally, and if you're at that point, then you just have to find people that can also do that, and then you guys together should be, but yeah, that's gonna take hours, and you got to do it every day, because I like me as a guitar player, like if I don't play guitar for like a week, like
Oh yeah.
you get sloppy, like you're it's a muscular thing,
Oh yeah.
Um,
The muscle memory's definitely got to stick in there because I
Yeah.
know. I have I'm mostly a guitarist. I play bass here and there.
Yeah.
Like I've written and recorded everything so far.
Yeah.
Like I don't play drums well enough to play what the guitar riffs I write.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least. But that's a good luck. I wish you the best of luck in the best way possible.
it's I 7 years of practice.
Yes.
I think I can.
You got it.
I think
You
I
got
can handle it.
He's got it. He's confident.
It's a dirty job, but someone.
Is
can.
it?
Yeah. It's like a janitor. You just
Yeah.
gotta like buckle down and do it, and then it's done.
Yep.
But yeah, once we get past all the stuff that I've written so far, we can definitely start doing
Yeah.
more. If you got any ideas, and whoever joins the band in the future, which I'm excited about. But yeah, definitely like discipline, keep going.
Yeah.
But
Stay hard.
Stay hard. Stay hard. But the muscle memory you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, since I'm here most of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and I live like 2+ hours away,
Mm-hmm.
and I have my electric drum set at home, and like I can play guitar here anytime I want, but I'm not
Mhm.
bringing my drum set up here yet.
Right.
Yeah, probably like back there, but
Right.
tomorrow I think probably. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
Why
just
not?
have to get my sticks.
Number
and
6.
everything.
Yeah, true.
Cool.
So yeah, that's definitely muscle memory you got to keep in mind.
And don't be afraid to, like, as a band, like when you're rehearsing, like what we do, like it's probably so cringy from the outside looking in. We like we're talking to nobody. We're like, "Are you guys feeling good?" And there's nobody there.
Oh, I
We're
do
just-
that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we will actually practice
Yeah.
like we're playing a live
yeah.
show
You
with
gotta
dialogue
do
and
that.
everything. Yeah, you have to do that.
Talked to me.
Yes.
You have to
He's
do that.
starting to. You were starting to like practice like breaks, right?
Dude,
Like,
I practice my antics so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
That's a good thing though.
Yeah.
since I'm like I'm gonna be on vocals and guitar sometimes, like back and forth here and there for some songs.
Yep.
Because we have Gabe for guitar.
Also, I know that a drummer has to like kind of be like a big like you can't really have like small antics. You got to be like
Yeah,
Big.
drummers gotta have big personality.
drummers got to have a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
personality.
Yeah, but I remember at the last KMF, I remember who was it? You came up to me, Devin, came up to me with a camera, going and be like, "What do you? How's that? How's the show, guys? How was it?" And going about that. And I remember turning it around and being like, "Whoa, are your fingers bleeding, man? Are you okay?" Because you're
yeah.
going crazy on the drums, man.
Put it all on the stage.
He does that frequently.
You got to wow the crowd somehow. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that very distinctly. That was very fun. But I remember the past few days we've just like stuck in this room, setting up for this, just chilling out anyway. Because this is a great spot to just be. I had my whole like guitar rig set up in here. We had a set of big speakers on each side of the room, so
Yeah.
I had my whole guitar rig set up there,
Nice.
and I had that going, and one of the mics here going, and you just had the set list going, like
Yeah,
moving
man.
around,
Yeah.
and you could just see if someone outside saw me, they would have said like, what is this dude?
We
What
were-
is he seeing?
We were
Yeah.
both in
But-
here, and I think we both kind of looked like idiots.
Yeah.
like any
Yeah,
outside
it
person.
doesn't matter. Like the rest of them were on the couch, just minding their own business. And I'm just pacing back and forth, acting like I'm on stage.
Yeah.
I'm like zoned in. I have headphones on to try to hear the drum part.
Yeah.
I'm like zoned in, like staring at the desk.
Yeah.
Just like, like
Yeah.
this is what I'm
Just
doing
trying
with
to
my
lock
life.
in.
Yeah, because I
That's-
can't like play.
Yeah.
That's
so-
what it takes, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be afraid to do that. Like, you got to visualize it, and like make it happen.
Yeah.
That really is like you, and you got to look stupid. I mean, I would do that when I was like 15, 16. Like in my room, I'd be like jumping around, like
Oh, yeah.
playing guitar. Like I didn't care. you
Oh
know?
yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
nobody could see me, but.
Yeah.
I've always done that, like you always got to
Mhm.
practice the stage show, whatever.
Gotta always practice like you're on stage.
Yeah, because I can remember like being younger and playing shows and being on stage and literally like my knees were like jelly, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and I just like I was almost like fumbling around, and then like you start messing up because you're like overthinking everything.
Yeah.
So you get over that by just
Start and
staying.
do it more.
Yeah, you stay locked in like all
Comes
the
with
time.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it's like I'm like running back and forth across
Yeah,
across
you
just the floor that I'm acting like
feel
it's
like
a stage. I do
like
it all the
Angus
time.
Young, dude. Just
Yeah,
run
yeah.
all around. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like when
Yeah.
I'm at home, I'll have it in my in-ears.
Yeah.
Just keep going back and forth.
yeah.
And it'll be like 1 a.m. in my living room, and my mom will just pop out being like, "What are you doing, dude?
Right.
Go to bed." And just like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun. I enjoy it in the essence of practice and the hopeful mastery of what we can do.
Yeah.
Don't be one last little bit that I'll gather from all this last question. Don't be afraid to look stupid
For sure.
on stage, especially. Don't be afraid to look stupid. There's always going to be people that
Yeah.
like look down on you for something.
Yeah.
There's always going to be people that say bad stuff about you. Just there's always people out there that do that. Don't be afraid to like take it and move on with it.
Just
Yeah.
you gotta
Also,
take
like
that
you
first
gotta
step.
own it.
You gotta own it.
Yeah.
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 That was
Yeah,
my
the more
little 2 cents in there.
stupid, the better. Try and look as dumb as possible on stage.
No, that's pretty smart actually. Sometimes you gotta get into it. The more I think there's like a scale of looking stupid. You're either pretty boring, somewhere in the middle you're like starting to look a little stupid, but you don't own it,
Mm-hmm.
so it just is kind of awkward.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
It doesn't work, and then you're getting like real on stage antics.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh wait, no, this guy's actually kind of cool. I'm kind of
Yeah.
getting this guy's energy now.
Dance like nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, put it like this: at the very least, I'd rather be up there looking cringy than doing nothing.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
One of my favorite drummers like almost looks incredibly stupid playing drums. Keith Moon, because he's like insane.
Yeah.
Like he's literally insane playing drums, and I was
Mhm.
like, that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, definitely be who you want to be on stage. Genuinely, don't be afraid to look stupid. Be who you want to be. Play what you want to play. Always do.
Yes.
Final last bit here. I do want to wrap up because it is getting a little late.
Final thought.
Final remarks. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you got to make it happen.
Liberate yourself.
Liberate yourself.
Yeah.
And if you want it, you have to go do it.
For sure.
Especially you've been at this project for a long time, right?
Oh yeah, I knew that I wanted to do this when I was like 14.
Yeah, so that's been a dream ever since, and you've kept
Yeah.
going, and look how far it's gotten you so far.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm still a local band.
Still a local band. You got an intervieue.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I,
you got an interview,
I don't mean that in that
No,
way.
I
You
know
know
what
what I
you
mean?
mean, yeah.
But I'm just joking around. But no, it's true. And
Yeah.
the real thing is like, just little by little, like you gotta go for what you want because, like people will tell you like what you should do, and if it's not what you actually want to do, like you could do it,
Yeah.
but you're always gonna do it like halfway, and you're gonna
To what they want.
and you're gonna
because that's
hate
what
it.
you think they're gonna want.
Yeah.
you're gonna
Yeah.
be miserable about
Yeah.
it. You know, you got to do what you want. At the end of the day, it's your life.
Yeah.
But all the responsibilities on you. Like you might fail or you might win. That's all on you.
Yeah.
You know, once you're doing what you want, you are responsible for everything at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the risk you got to take, I think.
Yeah. No, as risky as it can be.
Yeah.
Just gotta go for it and do what you love doing. Do
Right.
it in all the spirit of music here.
Yeah.
I want to say very much thank you for joining us. I am Garren, your host here, joined with Jake.
Yes. Hello.
Host-
I'm
also-
still here.
Jake's still here.
I'm still here.
Jake's here. Thank you for listening here on WNEK The Voice, Western New England
Yes.
University's own radio station. And thank you for American Amnesia here in the studio joining us.
Thank you so much for
They're,
having us.
Thanks for
Pat,
having us.
Anthony, and Devin.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Are we
much.
gonna finish with a gong?
Oh, you should.
Are we gonna finish with
Yeah.
a gong?
Sure. Why not? For the sake of it, I'll do that so I
It's
can
the
segue
first
nice
one.
into the music. You do it nice to the music. Not as loud as last time. That was bad. Not bad.
It's
was
fine.
perfect.
Not kidding. That was a good volume.
It's
was
fine. Just slow.
All right. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Everyone
Yes,
online
thank
and in the
you.
campus center and the studio. Thank you to the whole crew that we've had here. Everyone behind the scenes, behind
Yes.
the camera, multiple cameras, and thank you to everyone. There's definitely one of the songs that we're looking forward to. I've got here may not have seen our papers, but
I did not actually.
cool. Good to know.
Be surprised.
Fresh minds.
Yeah, Nate's ready. Okay, Nate's ready. Thank you, everyone for listening. This has been WNEK The Voice with American Amnesia. This is their song, Will to Power.
Stay hard.
Hope you enjoy.
Stay hard.